Today on the Eurotruck Podcast, Twitch beats Metal Gear and plays some other games, Payday 2 no longer is receiving updates on the PS3 and Xbox 360, the Warcraft film is almost complete, and the Batgirl DLC for Arkham Knight has been delayed. Hello and welcome to the Eurotruck Podcast with Andrew C.
And Jefferson B.
Oh, I'm not in lineup, so I guess I didn't know what order I was going in.
It's the same order every time.
Freelance gamer.
How am I supposed to know that?
This is the 42nd episode of the Eurotruck Podcast. How have you not remembered that we go in that order every time by now?
Wait, so we've really been doing this for 42 weeks?
Yes, we have.
That's insane. This podcast is almost as old as my parents. If you convert weeks to years, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was really confused by this.
I
was gonna say not really.
Not really at all. No.
It just means we've almost done this for an entire year.
Wow.
Why would you need to stop your truck from doing screenshots? That's so.
It may have still taken a screenshot though.
No, I don't think so.
Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! That's quite a corner.
It's almost like you need some sort of like screen recording software to capture those moments.
Yeah, it's almost like you should have been recording your screen like with a program like maybe OBS or something.
I know, it's such a shame they'll never be shown.
Watch,
to the
it's
public.
not actually recording his side at all. It's just a black screen.
It's just a black screen.
And then you two will look like asses. It's like, oh, well, we were wrong.
It's okay. I got these nice sun rays on my screen.
Oh wow, yeah. Look at those.
Look at that
Nice
sun rays.
Look at that
Oh
ultra
dear!
high
Look at this
detail.
corner.
I'm just seeing a lot of clouds.
Oh, I see clouds too, but I got sun rays like smashing me
Kyle,
in
what
the
do you have
face.
your details set to though?
Highest? I think this game
highest
should be
side?
highest. Yeah.
Okay, then you should.
gonna say
unless the weather's bad for him.
That's possible. My game's set
It's
to
not
many.
that bad.
I mean, it's
Oh,
not.
I kind of okay. Yeah, I see the sun over there, hiding behind hundreds upon hundreds of clouds. Welcome to England.
Exact- If it's
Hashtag welcome
weird.
to England. Yeah, exactly.
Hashtag welcome to England.
So, anyway, let's take a look at our news today. Obviously, the biggest news this week is that the president of Nintendo has unfortunately passed away earlier this week, and I know that he was very respected in the gaming community as a whole, even more than just at Nintendo. So, definitely a loss for the gaming community.
But for any of us, especially myself, I was raised on Nintendo, and definitely grew up in the Mario universe, and like that was the brainchild of Satoru, so of Iwata's son. So it's definitely one of those things that I think we all here at the Ghost Incorporated network definitely mourn the loss thereof.
Twitch Plays Pokemon is a thing that everyone is very well familiar with, where you go in the Twitch chat and you give random commands that are related to the Game Boy platform, up, down, A, B, start, select, and it controls the game on the screen.
Left, right.
What?
Up, down, left, right. BA select.
start.
Or BA
But
start.
anyway,
Eh.
they some people have expanded that a little bit, the concept of Twitch Plays Pokemon, to other games, such as Twitch Plays Metal Gear Ghost Babel, which has been reported as being the worst episode of Twitch Plays Anything, because it just started as a complete disaster. But they managed to beat the game in 4 days.
Now, okay, fill me in,
This
because I thought you
guy
were joking
looks
when we
so
initially went over this.
angry.
They
What is-
literally played Metal Gear and beat it in 4 days.
But what is Metal Gear Ghost Babel?
That's
that's the part I'm confused
It's just
about.
the full name of the game.
But what is it?
No, what platform is it? Platformer? Is it like
It's a Game Boy.
JRPG?
It's a Game Boy game.
Oh, it's a Game Boy game. Okay.
Oh,
So that's a start. So that makes a little more sense as to how they beat it.
okay. So I
worked
just
on
did a quick Google image search. Basically, it's like every
guys aren't good at
Metal
picking
Gear
up
Solid
things.
game you've ever played, but if
2D.
you put it on the Game Boy Color and use Game Boy Color graphics, that is what you have.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Actually, some of the screenshots look really, really nice. Like some of their color choice played well to the Game Boy Color's palette.
Yeah.
In looking into the Twitch Plays Metal Gear thing, I also discovered that there is a Twitch Plays RuneScape, Super Meat Boy, and Final Fantasy II. So all
And
of those
Super-
things are being
this-
played on Twitch right now.
The Super Meat Boy one is literally impossible.
Well,
Literally impossible.
it's extraordinarily improbable to the point of which that within human existence it's impossible.
Okay, I am pulling up at the time of this recording. Twitch plays Super Meat Boy, and so once it loads, we are going to see.
Oh dear! Oh dear! I'm in a wood.
How far
I am in a wood.
they got.
I'm on my wheels.
Also,
but
I'm
in a
curious
wood.
if they count beating it as beating it and hell, or just beating it.
It might just be one of those. It's going to go until it go no mo.
Till people stop caring about it.
Bingo.
I didn't even know it was a thing. I only found it because I was searching for Twitch plays generically on Twitch.
They are currently
Right?
in an ad right now. Actually, I am currently watching Twitch. It's for Mortal Kombat X, which is actually kind of appropriate in some strange way.
How?
Death and
Violence.
blood.
Like kind of a little.
Okay, so
Kinda.
according to, at the time of this recording, the death count is 2,296. They are
What
playing
level?
in anarchy mode, and I have zero way to find out how
What level they're on?
nobody's actually playing right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so okay, this would be completely possible then. There's only one dude that comes on and just presses the button, so
Yeah,
it's
like
kind of not a Twitch plays Pokemon. It's more of a some dude goes on Twitch to give it commands to play Meat Boy.
You know what though? It's kind of like the classic arcade concept where like people would play something, and then when they were done, they'd walk away and someone else would pick it up again. I mean, Kyle, you have a second screen, so you can pull it up right now, and you tell me, like, because I'm wholly
Kinda
unfamiliar.
I somehow made the mistake of going into Edinburgh because I asked, "Are we going to Edinburgh?" and no one said things.
Oh.
We discussed the whole Newcastle upon Tyne, and you were like, "Why is it called?"
I forgot. I didn't know. I forgot we were going to Newcastle, and I thought maybe it was Edinburgh upon Tyne, but didn't show it in the mini map because
much
it might have been a
confusion.
clerical error.
Such Britain. Wow, very clerical.
Anyway, moving along here, I have discovered that Fallout 4 is going to be benefiting from Skyrim's bug squishing techniques. So theoretically, there won't be too many like launch crippling bugs at the beginning of Fallout 4. But there may.
I will murder puppies if there are.
Wow, that
Little
it's pretty
little
extreme
extreme,
there. No puppies were harmed in the making of this podcast.
Wow.
they
Moving
might be
along
not-
quickly to save the puppies,
Not
Payday 2
yet.
has been said that by the developers that they are no longer going to be making updates for the PS3 and Xbox 360 versions. So if you have those, you're going to have to upgrade to the Xbox One or PS4 or the PC platform to be able to get the new updates that are coming to that game. A lot of people didn't know that was happening.
I didn't know they made it for the 1 or the 4.
Yeah, it came out for the 1 and the 4 recently, and that's why they dropped support for it. About the same time they came out for the Xbox One and PS4, they dropped support. And a lot of people didn't.
To the heist, is that correct?
Yeah,
Yes.
correct.
Got
A
it.
lot of people didn't see the Steam post.
That's a terrible way to release.
It kind
that
of
got
buried by other hype, and then when people found out, they were turbo pissed about it.
That's rather unfortunate.
And so they're like, yeah, here's the like people were like, what are you doing this on Twitter? And then they were like, we're sorry we had to do this, but here's the post. Like we talked about it, you just didn't notice.
That is a clerical error as to what distribution platform to use, in my opinion.
Yeah, so that's a thing. If you are a person who uses good old games and plays any of those games on there, which is, you know, a bunch of old stuff and whatnot, and you know, various arcade games and whatnot. But typically the problem with the old games like that is they don't really run correctly on newer operating systems. And with Windows 10 coming out soon, there's a lot of questions whether that was going to be a problem for good old games. And good old games has said it is not going to be, that they are pretty much all ready to go for Windows 10. It's just a matter of the update to Windows actually coming out. And then they'll say there may be a couple things that get broken if anything changes in the OS by the time it releases, but it's unlikely at this point. Let's see, the Warcraft film is almost done and will release on June 10th, 2016.
That's a wait. I'm sorry. Back up. That's a thing.
It was
Yeah, it's been a
released
thing.
last year
Yeah,
at
it's been a
E3,
thing.
I believe, right?
I am wholly unaware of what.
They're making a Warcraft film.
ELI 5. What?
Live action too, by the way.
Why would you make a film about? I'm confused.
There's
I'm
a really good
confused.
amount of lore that goes to the World of Warcraft. Let me rephrase that because that's wrong. Warcraft series, from Warcraft 1 all the way through to the World of Warcraft, and a lot of that got killed off in the World of Warcraft to an extent. Some people think that the lore is worse. Some people like the changes. I don't really mind either way. I think it's a start. But they have a really good story going on already, and if you've played Warcraft 1, 2, 3, or even just World of Warcraft and stayed up to date on like why you were doing certain things in WoW, then it actually is it's a really good platform to start, and it could work as a movie. But to me, the thing that weirds me out is the words live action.
Anyway, they did say that there will be a trilogy if it does well in the box office.
That's another thing that weirds me out is the pre-planned trilogy, because that makes it feel like. For me, when I heard that, I went, so this means that you're making this movie you're gonna make the ending sequel. Like it's gonna end, it's gonna be like, okay, there's obviously a sequel that can happen. But what if it does terrible? I mean, it won't. It's Blizzard doing something. And
yeah, everyone's gonna go watch it, and they're gonna make a trilogy because of that fact.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but their cinematics have been fantastic for years upon years upon years. But
and they decided to live action.
Yeah, that's the part I'm kind of weirded out by.
Although if it was rendered in 3D CGI,
I think it is.
I think I might be slightly even more weirded out though.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. That one will get a Ghost Inc. review, if still in existence.
Ghost Inc. goes to the movies.
Ghost Inc. goes. Ooh, yes.
Ooh.
Let's see. Batman Arkham Knight. The DLC that was planned for the Batgirl thing, that is not going to happen until the PC game is fixed. So if you're looking really forward to that and you have the game and you don't have a glitchy experience, you're going to have to wait longer for that. It was supposed to come out last Tuesday, and it is not coming out.
Pardon me for interrupting this. I'd like to point out the fact that I am parked at a bus stop, and there's a poster for Euro Truck Simulator 2 next to my bus stop.
Oh, they're advertising their game inside their game.
Yep.
That's a poor place to advertise, but okay.
Well,
If I'm already playing Euro Truck Simulator 2, I can't buy it in Euro Truck Simulator 2.
Yeah, but if you ever saw a screenshot from this game that didn't say it was from this game, and it had that, might work. You'll catch one person that way.
Maybe.
Speaking of catching a person, I appear to have somebody following me.
Oh.
Pardon me, I have to go shake a stalker. But next on the news topics.
We talked last week about the Hearthstone update that we had no information about. We still have not much information, but they did say that there will not be any new classes coming in this update. So anyone who is hoping for any of those can be sad about that for the next week until the information comes out. Reminder that that's July 22nd. That information will become available.
I appear to be in a shipping yard.
You took the wrong exit.
Oh, you went to Newcastle exit 1 instead of exit 2.
Yep.
That's how you get to back to Germany, I believe.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, it's the
that one's
ferry.
Instead of the channel, that one's the cherry. The channel ferry.
The cherry. I was a little confused by those words. Now it makes sense.
Yeah, I kind of figured that's why I quickly finished that statement with the channel ferry.
The channel ferry.
Whoa,
The
this
cherry
road
to-
is very wavy.
The ferry.
You need to have a British accent whenever you use it, though.
Just
'Cause then it
for good
makes
measure.
sense. So that people actually know you're referring to something British.
Okay, that's true. But for today, that is the news. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Euro Truck Podcast. If you like this video, please hit that like button. And while you're there, you might as well hit the subscribe button as well. And we'll get these things to your sub box every week. Or day, because we post videos every day of the week. And let's see, if you're buying or pre-ordering any games anytime soon, be sure to use our promo code down below. That'll get you 20% off any game you buy. And we will see you guys next week.